Kyla Foster's the team's top scorer. Instead, it's a three by Eliana Grubbs, who does shoot the three at 31%.
Second best three-point shooter on the team. Of course, you look mostly Kyla Foster's way, but a player that can really fill it up as well is Eliana Grubbs.
Here's Eliana Grubbs down inside, and the layup is good without a made three for the Panthers. Follow-up shot blocked. Allie Johnson had a shot inside taken away. It remains a 6-point. Bremen Lions have to be the best story in high school ball so far. And Kyla Foster, her first three.
But yet we have still a bunch of game to go.
Yeah. Good break to the basket. Off the inbounds pass, and Eliana Grubbs, we talked about her earlier, now she has 7.
Yeah, she's great. And that was a play drawn up out of the timeout there.
And if that's the case, that would be her third. Just a great, well-designed play.
Continuing to shoot, which I admire.
Speaking of threes, Foster misses, but the offensive rebound to Eliana Grubbs. After trailing by 10. Who's going to answer now for the Lions? How about Eliana Grubbs, who has 10?
Oh, she's been the answer every time they've needed a basket or just a critical play. She seems to be involved.
The sophomore hit some big threes in that win over Tippecanoe Valley. The Pilot Press did a story on that. As we take a look at the 3 moments ago, it was Timmons and a chance for the Northwood Panthers. Backdoor feed, layup.
A little forced from Bremen.
Leading everybody in scoring. But she gets bailed out on a rebound by Eliana Grubbs. Claire Payne has 10. Joey said 53% shooter. You would miss intentionally here, would you?
It's a good point. I don't know that anyone would ever want to, right? Because it makes a 2-point game if she makes this. Right, but I could also have seen it as well. But they've lit it up here in the second half, and they didn't make a three in the entire first half. Now, with 4, I have done for 4 3-pointers in this second half, so they certainly turned it on that way.
Eliana Grubbs missed 2 earlier. Didn't miss there. She's got 11. Here's the biggest free throw. It makes it a 2-score game if she connects. Unless somebody had the audacity to shoot a person shooting a 3 and get a foul.
Right.
Here's the big one with 9.7 left. This from Jim Barber, live tonight for the championship from Huntington north of the semi-state. The winner will get either
every possession they ought to have at least one, right? So this is exactly what they were hoping for. A great basket in response after that run.
Eliana Grubbs carries a 3.8 GPA. Used her intelligence there to bank it in.
She followed her shot immediately as she released it. It's not something you always see out of a young player.
No?
Sometimes you'll see that out of an older player.
And a game-winning 3 in a sectional final a couple of years ago. That's going to be a foul there instead of a tie-up.
But she has this ability just to get to the basket and be fearless about it. She also could fill it up from outside, too.
Yep.
Smart play there by Grubbs as well after the first shot on offense. So I love the way that they play and hustle. And I imagine they're going to be a tough out for Danville or Gibson Southern. Either one is going to be facing the fury of the Norwell Knights.
Yeah, and I don't know why, Joey, but that defense reminds me a lot of Syracuse with the effective 2-3 that they had under Jim Boeheim for years.
Right. Yeah, the 1-3 run is so interesting because your ability to trap the ball up top and not give up passes into the post while simultaneously is a really tall order.
Excited.
Yep, including the students.
It's the beauty of high school, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Last weekend of girls high school basketball action here in the state of Indiana, and we had a local matchup today in the semi-state semifinals in Class 3A as Bremen took on Northwood. And the winner of this matchup gets to go play later on today for a chance at a trip to the state championship game. Let's pick this up right at the start. Bremen came out firing from deep. Eliana Grubbs knocks down this triple. First points of the game right there. And then later in the first half, Bremen, they're in front, but Northwood's trying to keep it tight. Eliana gets her own rebound right here and then gets the putback to go. So a 6-point game at halftime. All right, let's go second half now. The Panthers are trying to make it a little bit closer. Claire Payne gets it inside. 11 points, 11 rebounds for her today, and a 4-point lead for Bremen. But the Lions just kept hitting threes. Right back down the court, kick out to Grubbs. Add another triple for her. 12 points, 13 boards today. And then less than a minute left. Lions have an 8-point lead, but Northwood isn't quite done yet. Far corner, Kinsey Hartman. Yes, cuts the lead to 5 with that shot. But the Panthers are able to get within 2, but Bremen just hits their free throws down the stretch, and they win a close one. 45-43 is your final.
That was the first thing I came over and told the girls is we're Final Four in 3A. And just how crazy that sounds. We are so proud to be here, and we're ready to keep it going. I've never really seen a team come together the way that this team has for a late season run. And all the credit goes to the girls. You know, they just decided to play a certain way, and they've kept it rolling. And that's a very confident group. They trust each other. They believe in each other. And I'm so happy to see them playing so well.
So now Bremen moves on to the state Final Four, which is actually coming up at 8 p.m. tonight. The Lions will play Norwell out of the Fort Wayne area, who beat Hamilton Heights 64-50 in their game at 10 a.m. this morning. Bremen will be hoping to reach the program's first ever state championship game. We'll have the highlights of that one actually coming up tonight.